A lot of people have posted us question that why is it that I have to first register and then only I get an access to the sadhanas and dhyanams. Well, one thing is for sure, we want to provide this access of involving Devi into someone's lives, to people who really want to perceive her. Because if you want Shakti in your life, you need the dedication. This dimension can only be accessed when you have a certain amount of dedication in your life. So if you really want to come along and do the sadhanas and dhyanams over the next 7 to 8 days, do go ahead and register and we'll see you there. Hope to see you all there as well.
Shakti, Shakti, Mahashakti, Shakti, Bhavati Mama Papam, Bhavati Mama Kashta, Bhavati Mama Janma, Bhavati Mama Moksha, Bhavati Mama Arta, Bhavati Mama Chetna, Bhavati Mama Bida, Bhavati Mama Shanti, Shakti, Maha Shakti, 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 Maha Shakti, Bhavati Mama Punya, Bhavati Mama Laksha, Bhavati Mama Dhyanam, Bhavati Mama Yogam, Bhavati Mama Satya, Bhavati Mama Satya, Bhavati Mama Satya, Bhavati Mama Satya, Shakti Maha Shakti, Shakti, Shakti.
Well, a beautiful song sung today. This song is very close to my heart especially because this song literally says Bhavati Mama Papa, Bhavati Mama Kashta, which means you are my sins, you are my pain. Bhavati Mama Janma, Bhavati Mama Moksha. You are my birth, you are my liberation. Bhavati Mama Artha, Bhavati Mama Chetana. You are the meaning and you are the only one. You are my attention. Such that it goes on and says every possible thing is just you. And finally it says, Bhavati Mama Satya, which literally means that you are my truth. And on a serious note, this song is basically dedicating your life to her, basically seeing her, seeing this dimension of Shakti in every possible thing. Doesn't matter whether it's pain, whether it's love, whether it's birth, whether it's death, whether it's in every possible thing, must see a sense of the creation and the creator and the Shakti itself. Because without Shakti, nothing exists. Even when you're angry, you're Shakti. When you're happy, you're Shakti. When you're sleeping, you're Shakti. Your truth is Shakti, your false is Shakti. Even your sins are Shakti. Even the dharma is Shakti, the karma is Shakti, even the adharma is Shakti. So basically it says she exists in every possible thing. Her sense, her essence, her ecstasy flows through every possible dimension. And beautifully put, and said Shakti, Mahashakti. Shakti itself is great, and you have added Maha to the Shakti. That means the greatest of the greatest and the greatest. The greatest you could ever imagine, the greatest you could ever sense. We have given the name Shakti. Wonderful song, son. Thank you. Pranam everyone. Welcome to the day 3 of Shakti, discovering the divine feminine. Now, though I have spoken earlier, I couldn't resist but to speak when the song was sung. A beautiful composition, as I said, very, very close to my heart. Day 3 today, Shakti, as seen as Chandraganta. Now this particular aspect, the day 3 aspect of we looking at Shakti, worshipping, Shakti is worshipped as Chandraganta. There's a very interesting story which goes when Parvati finally convinced Shiva. Shiva, I would say rather, was convinced. He bought the wedding procession down Mount Kailash to Parvati's parents, Himavan, and a beautiful description where it says that Shiva's wedding procession was full of ghosts, pretas, aghoris. And he said the darkest possible thing you could ever sense was Shiva's procession with ghosts and pretas, bhutas, aghoris, and Shiva himself was full of ash, and his hair was all locked up, and he had a very dark, horrifying procession. And when Himavan looked at this wedding procession of ghosts, different pretas, aghoris, and Shiva himself completely covered in ashes, Himavan was jolted and he felt shocked. And he looked at Parvati. This is your wedding procession. Then Parvati or Shakti took a form of Chandraganta, the most beautiful among all the beings. Chandraganta is a remembrance of this very beauty of the ecstatic Shakti. Now, do we take this story as it is, or what is there in this to learn from? What is there in this to pick up from? What is the remembrance of Shakti in this very story? Shiva, if the dark one or the ultimate nothingness exists, then Shakti, the most beautiful one, is always there on the front end. if there are times which might just on the face looks horrifying in our lives, or sometimes we are taking a step back, we feel jolted. Shakti, or the beauty with that always comes. There is a sense of beauty which would protect you, which would protect us. And that is this dimension of Shakti. So this day is to remember that whenever there might be some dark times, you should put yourself in the place of Himavan, Parvati's father, where he felt scared, he felt jolted by looking at this ghost procession. And Shakti took over, and she came in the form of Chandrakanta and just made everything look beautiful. So we are all part of that. Sometimes we feel that something horrifying is going to happen and we feel jolted, we are scared. But always remember, she's there. If you seek her with all the love, she would always be there. The beauty will always be there. Shakti will always be there. That's the divine feminine covering up. So let's together continue seeking the grace, seeking the ecstasy of Shakti. And yesterday also we did Shakti Nivasa Dhyanam, which is very much to start the settlement of this Shakti within all of us. So again, for everyone, that we have received many more people after yesterday, Shakti Nivasa Dhyanam. So do enroll and seek the grace of Shakti. No matter which form she comes in, be it the day 1 Shailaputri, day 2 Brahmacharini, and today Chandrakanta, she is always a dimension open for you to access the ecstasy. And this is the time in the year, the 9 days, the 9 nights, especially when that power is at its peak, where we can touch that power. That power is exuberant and just flowing through every possible thing. And it is rightly there available for you to access. Let's all together access this and seek this dimension of Shakti. And it's such exuberant power which we cannot put into any form. We can represent that power into a form, definitely. That's what we are doing everywhere. We are representing her. That is a representation. This is a dimension. Shakti is a dimension in herself. So let's all dive into this dimension of ecstasy and exuberance. Thank you all for joining on the day 3. We will be continuing this live sessions for everybody also out there and for all of us until the Dashami, and we have a small surprise planned for everybody on the Dashami's day. So thank you all and Pranam. Lot of people have posted us question that why is it that I have to first register and then only I get an access to the sadhanas and dhyanams. Well, one thing is for sure, we want to provide this access of involving Devi into someone's lives, to people who really want to perceive her. Because if you want Shakti in your life, you need the dedication. This dimension can only be accessed when you have a certain amount of dedication in your life. So if you really want to come along and do the sadhanas and dhyanams over the next 7 to 8 days, do go ahead and register, and we'll see you there. Hope to see you all there as well.